Hello and welcome back to Glastenbury Designs and Hobbies. In this video, we're going to go ahead and try to repaint the body of the Subaru Brat. As you can see, we've already got the paint out, and we're going to go ahead and start doing the primer here. So the primer coat comes out pretty good this time around. And as always, I appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm always happy to share my hobby with you. Glad you're here. I did a little research on the paint that I'm using, which is a Rust-Oleum primer. And I wasn't sure fully how that was going to work because the Rust-Oleum is classified as acrylic enamel, and all I did was sand down the clear coat that I had put on and also sand the color down some to try to just get a rough finish. And we're moving right along, and it ends up working out just fine. I'm actually pretty impressed with how this primer did lay down because, like I said, it was an acrylic enamel over lacquer, and I didn't see any research that said I can do that, so I was really just taking a shot in the dark. So we're going to go ahead and spray paint that little spot right there, just with the black primer, just to get it filled in. One of the things that I had to do was when I was holding it on the other side with that little stick, it just it just blocked the paint out. Now here you're going to see a little bit of a hiccup when I get the paint out. There's the color that I'm going to use, and in all the reference photos that I looked up, the valve covers and the air filter were a light blue. So I test spray it, but then I realized pretty quickly I forgot to shake it. So we take care of that, give that a chance to kind of tack up, and do the air cleaner cover, and then we go back to the cylinder heads. The engine build actually comes out pretty nice, I think. And now we're back. The paint shook up, it's ready to go. We'll give it a nice layer, and it comes out pretty good. We'll get a look at it here in a second. Yeah, see, that don't look too bad. We got it up the sides. You can see the hole there that I drilled for the breather cap, or the breather tube. And so what I've done here is I've gone ahead and I've done the sanding. I think I used 2000, but I didn't record that. This build has gone on so long that I've probably lost your interest with it, and I do apologize for that. Um, it's been a very challenging build for me. I will absolutely do another model up like this and add the detail in, but as you'll see coming up in the future, I'm going to need to take a break and just do a couple of box stock builds because I'm just overwhelmed. So here I'm going to rescribe the door panel lines, and I try to rescribe a little bit around where the fuel filler door is. But one of the things I was trying to do also was with all the sanding that I've done on this vehicle, I was trying to scribe a little bit of the definition back into the roof line where the chrome will be on the windshield, and I begin to crack away the primer. That presents later on in the color paint phase again, but I don't think it's something that's going to cause that big of an issue because I'll just go over it with the chrome pen, and we'll move forward. So here what I'm doing is I'm adding in that little black trim piece with some Tamiya, and later on I have a little bit of a hiccup with that. We'll show you here shortly. So we're almost finished with that. Um, it doesn't come out too bad. I do lose my patience a little bit with it and kind of rush through it, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how it comes out. Now we're out. We got that .38 back up and running, the one that I allowed to dry shot. I had to take the needle all apart. I may have already explained that to you, but it does lay down a pretty nice coat of paint here. So I think that whatever I did wrong, I've got worked out. So you can also see what I've done with the paint booth. This is the only time I did this. I added those sticks in there, and then I used the clamps to hold the cardboard box on. I didn't feel like it really added anything to the paint booth. One of the other things I also did, though, was I drilled some little holes in the shop vac for a little bit more clearance of the overspray. It works out great. I don't think I have any of the overspray come back at me like I was having in the earlier videos. So we're getting it worked out. As soon as I can build a dedicated paint booth with a good air system, um, I'm sure that the painting will significantly improve. But for right now, this is what we got. It's working just fine. And that paint's laying down nice. I think that brush is all back up and running perfectly. Um, there I am with the back of the cab. That's the thing that I forgot to do the last time, was paint the back of that cab. But we uh, we hit it this time. Yeah, so now we're moving into the body. I've just had to. I think I added a little bit more paint to the cup, but I don't know as I needed to. My paint control is getting a little bit better. As you can see that leading edge there, where I'm talking about, where I chipped away the primer. It doesn't really correct with the laying down of the paint. Another beginner error. But what I do, or what I'm planning to do, is just go over that with the chrome pen and call it a day. I'm not interested in a third paint job on this car. So we're really putting the paint on right there, and you can see the hiccup that I was talking about from earlier. I forgot that I'd painted those side things, and I just went right over them. I wasn't even thinking. And after I applied the first layer over them, it didn't really turn out too bad, but as I wanted to keep making the paint color deeper and deeper, um, they eventually covered up. So what I'll probably do is take a tiny sanding stick, sand off that paint there, and just repaint it with Tamiya. At least that's my plan for now. As I always say, I'll take any type of feedback, any comments, advice, pointers, because I am brand new with the airbrush and just newly back to model building for the past probably 8, 10 months, somewhere in there. And so we're at the final stage right here of laying down paint for this particular sequence of the paint job itself. We're probably about 5 to 6 layers at that point, and the paint's not getting any darker. So I feel like I've achieved the full depth of the paint. So as we bring this video to a close, I'm pretty happy with how the paint's laying down. As you can see, it's quite sunny out. I've taken a look at some of the body parts in the sun. Everything seems to be level and working as it should. We've recently picked up a ton of new subscribers. I think at the making of this video, it was right around 265, 268. I appreciate everyone who is making this channel a success. Everyone that clicks that subscribe button has made this channel a success. So thank you. Thank you for your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Give the video a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the project so far. And until we see each other again, everybody out there be safe. Everyone be blessed. And thank you for watching.